Hey, it's Marin, and this is the July 2019 forecast for Leo risings. So starting out right on the 1st, Mars enters Leo in your first house. And this generally means that there is more physical effort going into your life right now. It could be some sort of frustration, like you're having impulsive accidents physically, just like little things. I know I kept cutting myself with a knife when Mars was in my first house a couple months ago. Or it could just mean that you are getting really physically active. And when Mars enters our first house, often we really want to work out or put in a lot of vigorous physical activity. That can be really helpful to get out some of the increased energy that we have in a safe way if we're working out in a safe way. So just something to keep in mind regarding Mars being in the first house for all of July. On the 2nd, there's a solar eclipse in Cancer in your 12th house. Solar eclipses are new moons on steroids, basically. They are new beginnings, at least for the next 6 months to come, probably longer. There's some sort of new beginning in your inner world. The 12th house can be related to meditation, introspective practices. So if you have been wanting to get on cultivating more of a meditative internal practice that helps you and is a safe space for you, this is a great time to begin researching, experimenting with different modalities, and seeing what works for you. On the 3rd, Venus enters Cancer in your 12th house, bringing more ease into things like meditation and being alone, and you'll probably find that you're more drawn to these things than you normally are during this month. On the 9th through the 14th, the Sun will oppose Saturn and Pluto between your 6th and 12th house axis. So you might be wanting to even more so get on some sort of physical routine or regimen or new way of taking care of yourself health-wise. But mentally, there's some sort of block. There's a fear or there's an insecurity or a feeling of isolation about embarking on this journey. Know that embodying your own light and doing your own journey will attract those that line up with that, and not to feel like structures that are in place right now apply to you evolving and you changing outside of them. On the 9th through the 30th, Mercury will be retrograde. So Mercury stations retrograde in Leo on the 9th. On the 19th, it will retrograde back into Cancer, and on the 30th, it will then go direct in Cancer. So this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your 1st and 12th houses. Watch out about communicating, making plans, signing permanent contracts about yourself or your self-identity, or even those introspective meditative practices. Like, I wouldn't sign a contract to go on a Vipassana meditation retreat. I wouldn't sign a contract to do psychotherapy. I would not make any huge physical changes either with the first house. Just watch out for impulsivity, because you probably don't have all the information and there'll probably be some sort of delay or mishaps. Not to expect it, but to just be flexible for the possibility of those things. It's a good time to revise, a good time to look back. Wouldn't go ahead and move forward until August, the best month. My birthday's in August. On the 11th, Mars will square Uranus between your 1st and 10th houses. You might have some unexpected career situation that then affects your sense of self and makes you frustrated and want to lash out. Just being honest, don't fuck around and just project and react and get crazy with some unexpected career changes. Don't necessarily have to be seen as a bad thing. No events are inherently bad or good. It's just something that requires adjusting. Make the effort. Don't make the impulsive, road rage equivalent, whatever situation is going on for you. On the 16th, there's a lunar eclipse in Capricorn in your 6th house. So there's been something culminating regarding your health or exercise, taking care of yourself, your daily routine. There might even be a coworker situation that's culminating that has been going on for at least the past 6 months, probably longer. It's now coming to a high point. It does seem like you're now getting on top of health and routine, and now it's a time to let go of all the bad habits there. On the 17th through the 21st, Venus will then oppose Saturn and Pluto. So you're having more ease and more harmony in your health and your routine world, but again, that mental structure that's ingrained in you is kind of calling out. Follow your internal guide, not any sort of outside advice or structure. Do what you know feels right to you, health-wise, activity-wise, and don't do anything crazy strict or rigorous. This can also mean that you're kind of going over the top in terms of obsession or being really strict on what time you have to wake up and things like that. Follow the dedication, don't obsess over particulars. On the 18th, Venus trines Neptune between your 12th and 8th houses, connecting shared finances and that introspective internal world of yours. The 18th is a good day to go with someone to a meditation or a yoga class, something like that. It's a good day to do something shared regarding those introspective practices. On the 21st, there's a Sun, Mercury, Cazimi, and Cancer. The 21st is a great day for some illuminating information or a surprising download that you find really useful and informative regarding your mental health, regarding your daily self-care practices. This is definitely a day where you could get a spark of clarity regarding what's been going on kind of in your internal world here. On the 23rd, the Sun enters your first house in Leo, so that means that the attention is kind of on you and the spotlight is going to be on you for Leo season coming up into August. On the 25th, Mars trines Jupiter, connecting your first and fifth houses. So 25th, there's going to be great energy to put towards creative or romantic pursuits. You'll probably feel confident, inspired, and ready to have some fun, basically. On the 28th, Venus enters Leo in your first house, further making you seem more attractive, harmonious, bringing some ease into your sense of self. So even though the beginning of the month kind of has a lot of internal work going on, the end of the month definitely has a much lighter feel to it as we kind of clear up the intensity of this summer. On the 29th, Venus squares Uranus, connecting your first and 10th houses, so something career-wise might shake up your sense of self. Just be ready to be flexible. On the 30th, Mercury stations direct in Cancer in your 12th house, beginning to resolve and untie kind of the confusion or delays with the 12th house internal mental processes going on this month. 30th into August, things will clear up, speed up, and become a little clearer for you. So overall, this month has a lot of inner work that results in outer changes, maybe in relationships or personal projects. It's really exciting, actually, because this month it really has a direct correlation between the work you do in the beginning and the creativity that comes out at the end. So I hope this is helpful. I do offer private consultations at the link below. Like, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you in the next video.